And here is the Writer's Almanac for Monday. It's the 15th of June, 2020. It's the birthday of advertising exec turned writer Eileen Beckerman, born in Manhattan, 1935, who did not begin her writing career until the age of 60, and even then became a published author almost by accident. She had written and illustrated a book for her 5 children, something to remember her by. She said, "My purpose was to say things to my children one doesn't have the time to say. I wanted them to know I wasn't always their mother. I was a girl. I had best friends. We did stupid things together. I was on a bus with my friend once, eating dog bones so people would look at us. I wanted them to know." She took the book that she had written down to the ad agency that she owned to use the photocopy machine there, and she put the copies in big red binders with illustrations that she had sketched in plastic sheet protectors, and she handed them out to her children and a few close friends, and she was done, or thought she was. But the cousin of a friend got hold of one of the binders and sent it over to Algonquin Books, and pretty soon they were calling her about publishing the thing. Beckerman said they offered her an advance that had a comma in it. I think I fainted. The book came out in 1995. It was called Love, Loss, and What I Wore, the story of growing up in Manhattan in the 30s, 40s, and 50s, accompanied by drawings of the clothes that she was wearing during that time. When the book came out, bookstores weren't sure whether to market it as memoir or fashion, but it's now sold over 100,000 copies. Beckerman said that clothes were the least important part of her book, which she considered a memoir. The book containing advice from her grandmother who raised her, such as, if you have to stand on your head to make somebody happy, all you can expect is a big headache. On this day in 1215, King John of England put his seal on the Magna Carta, granting basic liberties to his subjects. It had been forced on him by his barons. He had taxed them heavily to fund the Third Crusade. England was on the brink of civil war, so he agreed unhappily to the Magna Carta, which limited the absolute power of the king, paved the way for the formation of Parliament. It's the anniversary of the first successful transfusion of blood into a human, 1667. A French physician named Jean-Baptiste Denis drew blood from a sheep and introduced it into a 15-year-old boy who survived the procedure. 1752, another famous experiment. Benjamin Franklin performed his famous kite experiment, proving that lightning is electricity. He tied the kite to a silk string with an iron key at the end. From the key, he ran a wire into a Leyden jar, which could store an electrical charge. Benjamin Franklin was lucky. Some other people who tried this experiment after he did were electrocuted. And it's the anniversary of the Duluth lynchings, 1920, Duluth, Minnesota. 6 black circus workers coming through town from the South were wrongfully accused of rape, and 3 of them, Elias Clayton, Elmer Jackson, and Isaac McGee, were pulled from their cells in the Duluth jail and hanged from a light pole in front of a crowd of thousands of people on this day in 1920. Here's a poem for today by Emily Dickinson, Tell All the Truth, but Tell It Slant. Tell all the truth, but tell it slant. Success in circuit lies, too bright for our infirm delight, the truth's superb surprise. As lightning to the children eased with explanation kind, the truth must dazzle gradually, or every man be blind. A poem by Emily Dickinson. Tell all the truth, but tell it slant. That's the Writer's Almanac for Monday, the 15th of June. Be well, do good work, and keep in touch.